case you didn't already know, this is the Boeing 737-800, and this is its main rival, the Airbus A320. In case you need it, here's a bit of information on both of the airplanes. We'll start with the 737. It's a family of short to medium range airliners designed and built in Everett, Washington. It's the first 737-100, the original 737, rolled off the production line there in 1964. The aircraft was later launched on the 10th of February 1968 by German carrier Lufthansa. Since that day, Boeing has been striding to improve the 737. Their most recent efforts have landed them with the MAX program, creating cleaner and more fuel-efficient aircraft. However, today we're going to focus on one of the 15-strong family, perhaps the most recognisable. That's right, it's the 737-800. Meanwhile, the Airbus A320 comes from a family of aircraft built and designed across Europe. Whereas the first 737 was built in the 60s, the A320 was first launched in March 1984. It flew for the first time on the 22nd of February 1987 and was first delivered a year later. Like the MAX program at Boeing, Airbus has also been creating a group of hyper-efficient aircraft called the Neo family. The A320neo was announced in 2010. It was launched by, you guessed it, Lufthansa. That was in January 2016. Okay, so we're finally here. Welcome to the duel. This is where the two airplanes go head to head to see who will become champion and who will be forever forgotten. Nah, I'm just kidding. Both these airplanes are quite famous and well established. That won't happen. Anyway, let's get down to it. The two airplanes will be competing in 8 different categories. The first category in the duel is fuel efficiency. The Boeing 737-800 has an MPG of 96 compared to the A320's lower 90. Second category is range. The Boeing 737-800 can fly a total of 5,510 miles. The A320 has slightly better range at 6,640 miles. Category 3 is size. The wingspan for the 737, 34 metres. The length is 40 metres. The wingspan for the A320 is 34 metres and the length is 37 metres. The next category is number flying. Of November 2017, these were the stats. The 737-800, 4,659. The A320, 4,538. It's not too big of a difference, but it does make a difference. The cost, the average over the 737 entire family, I couldn't get one for the 737-800, I apologise for that, is 103.4 million. Whereas the A320's overall price for the entire family is 102.8 million. Again, very slightly, but I mean, it is a difference. The interior is the next category. In the 737-800, the new sky interior looks fantastic. I fly with Ryanair on the 737 a lot, and they've recently adopted the sky interior, the mood lighting, and the new overhead bins are fantastic. Sadly, the A320, with its ordinary shelf bins and lower ceilings, sadly can't quite keep up. Even though its cabin is wider, it just doesn't feel as spacious. As for the exterior, I didn't really have much to say. The A320 and 737 are both stylish aircraft. However, I do prefer the angular nose of the 737 rather than the more dulled nose on the A320. And the final round is passenger numbers or capacity. The passenger numbers in the 737 are 189 in a one-class configuration. In the A320 it is just 180. Tiny difference, but it could make a huge difference in the long run. And the winner is the Boeing 737-800. I really like the 737. It's probably my most frequently flown aircraft, and I don't think that'll change for a while. I think that it's a great plane, and I'm excited for when the MAX 10 goes into certification. Thank you so much for listening, watching, seeing my video. I hope you tune in next week for the next round of Airplane Showdown. But until then, bye!